All right, well, welcome to the MHealth Integrative Psychiatry Wellness Programs, Tai Chi and Yoga sessions. We're starting with Tai Chi, 30 minutes of Tai Chi. So, start with your feet hip width or shoulder width, knees soft, spine upright, and the hands a little bit as though, we'll actually relax the hands for now. And you'll step forward with one foot at shoulder width, stepping forward and back in what's called swinging arms. So let the arms be really relaxed. And as you come forward, you're coming onto a soft knee. As you step back, you're stepping onto a soft knee. And letting the arms be really relaxed. So just starting to warm up the body and get grounded in your legs. And especially as you're working at home, but all the time for Tai Chi, practicing a way of being that's the opposite of intensity, just very relaxed and effortless way of being. So nothing too intense and always staying within your soft limit. And then just letting that settle now. And stepping back to shoulder width. Step forward with the other foot, same thing, swinging arm, second side. Again, feeling very grounded, feeling your feet on the ground. And that ease and looseness in the upper body. There was intensity before now, just letting that go. Practicing another way of being. And then starting to let that go now. And stepping back to shoulder width once again. And now ringing the temple bell. So pressing off the legs and turning the four corners of the shoulders and hips from side to side. Letting the arms be like a clapper on a bell. So there's no efforting in the arms. They're just following from the press of the legs against the floor and that turning of the torso from side to side. Let the back arm come high enough to hit out against the kidney. Bring a little stimulation there. As the front arm wraps around the stomach and the spleen, stimulating there. Let your breathing be easy without forcing or changing it at all. Now we'll take this right into heavenly circle. So just feeling the edges of an imaginary ball or like a bubble. And then sensing that moving out to the side and up as though it would float you right up off the feet and getting that sense of space between the arms and the hands as it carries around and floats down on the other side. And starting to move slower than the speed of habit. Sense of lightness and effortlessness. Stability in the legs. Rootedness. supporting that floating feeling and that ease in the neck and shoulders. At some point, change the direction of the heavenly circles, going around the other way. Again, letting the breathing do just what it will, and changing it. And the next time that you're feeling your arms and hands floating up, turn the palms to face in, let the elbows sink, and smooth the chi, sensing that space between the body and the palms and the fingers. Turning the palms down and then pressing out with the legs and the feet opening out. Letting those elbows be heavy, turning the palms to face in. Smoothing the chi, turning the palms down. Again, opening out and staying something short of a stretch. Keeping that ease, sensing that flow. You don't have to match my pace, but you do want to keep the movement slower than the speed of habit to bring some mindfulness, some real traction to the attention, to really feeling how it feels. And now letting that settle. Feet at shoulder width. Beginning Tai Chi. Let the arms float up as though on that bubble, carrying the fingertips up. And then feeling the fingertips and palms float back down. Knees soften. Pressing out with the legs. Floating up like your fingertips are tripping over the top of a water fountain. And then floating down. Beginning Tai Chi. It's time bringing the palms, the hands a little closer to the center. Letting them float up in front of the heart. And then opening the circle of the heart. Opening and then closing. Letting the body sink. And once again, opening the circle of the heart. See if you can sense that energy between the hands, within the arms. No hurry. Natural breathing. And as always, staying within your soft limit. This time as the arms come in, the palms come towards one another, interlace the fingers, turning the palms up and pressing palms to the sky. Again, something short of a stretch. And turning the palms back down, elbows heavy. Feeling that sinking, that rootedness. And then once again, feeling the legs and the feet rooted, pressing the palms, sky. Release the hands and cross at the wrists. Pour the weight onto one foot, emptying the other, step it out. And draw one fist back to the elbow, pouring the weight into that foot. Look out over the other arm, looking between your thumb and forefinger at your sight as you draw the bow back. And crossing at the wrist. And pull the other bow back, pulling the fist towards the shoulder and looking out over the other arm between the thumb and forefinger. Moving across the waist, crossing the wrist, pushing and pouring the weight from one foot to the other as you draw the bow. And natural breathing, nothing hard about it. Soft and easy. So you're finding that flow, kind of playing with the movement, rather than worrying about getting it right. Just finding the flow and playing. And now, letting the arms relax, letting the palms find the outside edges of that bubble, pouring the weight into one foot and stepping back to shoulder width. And the inside palm down, the outside palm up. As you join earth and sky, again, something short of a stretch, nothing that'll pull you out of alignment. And then letting that top hand trace the outside of the bubble. Letting that bottom hand find the bottom of the bubble. And switching hands once again, joining earth and sky. Earth, yeah. What am I saying? Finding the outside edge of that bubble. joining earth and sky. Finding the outside edge of the bubble and switching palms. And now finding that bubble once again and turning the four corners of shoulders and hips. You can make a triangle and press out with the legs, turning to see the horizon, letting the elbows be soft, turning to see the sunrise. Again, the elbows are heavy, the movement is smooth and easy. Willow at water's edge. Let the arm float up, out and up. And like a weeping willow, holding from the elbow and letting that elbow be heavy and letting the palm float down. Taking the other arm out and up. That upward floating pulls you right onto the ball of the foot. And the elbow heavy. Willow at water's edge. Letting the willow weep and hang and then float down. Very soft, very easy. Pour the weight onto one foot, cross at the wrists. Take the empty foot, step it back to shoulder width, pressing out with the legs and feeling that bubble between the arms. It's floating the arms up and open. Weight pours into the back foot. The weight of the arms carries the weight forward onto the front foot, crossing at the wrists again. Without leaning forward, opening, parting clouds to see the sky. Next time you pour the weight into the front foot, float up, keeping the elbows by the sides of the waist and then opening out. Opening the wings of a dove, flying dove, and then as you close the wings, pour the weight into the back foot, letting that knee soften. Keeping that royal posture over the back foot, then pouring the weight onto the front foot. Not leaning forward, not leaning back. Opening and closing the wings of the flying dove. Pressing down. Bring that grounded, rooted feeling. Take the empty back foot and step it forward to shoulder width. Pour the weight into the other foot, crossing at the wrists, and take that empty foot, step it back to shoulder width. The other name for this is scooping the seat to gaze at the sky. Back knee softens as you open out. Breath is natural, you don't need to change it. You'll ease to the motion. The sense that you're scooping the sea and playing in the spray. Next time the weight pours into the front foot, float up from the elbows and open the wings of the flying dove again. Weight is poured into the front foot, you push the weight into the back foot, pouring the weight into that back foot, and then to the front foot. Opening the wings and closing. Knees soft. Breath natural. And the next time the wings are open, you float the palms down. Take that empty back foot and step it forward to shoulder width. Feeling the groundedness, the rootedness underneath the hands and feet. Now scooping and pressing the palms. Pressing the palms to calm the mind. Now opening the arms out and then float up And now turning the palms down, letting all of that settle. Opening the circle for healing. Now taking just a moment to let that settle and sense into how the body feels. Quality of the mind, whether it's busy or focused or clear, distracted, whatever state. Notice the way the breath is feeling as it flows in and out. Sense into that upright spine. Okay, now shaking out the wrists, elbows. Just sweep out on the tail. And open front of the ankles. Okay. Thanks so much for joining for Tai Chi today. Hope to see you again next week. Molly, do we have some people for yoga?
We have 12 people right now.
Oh, great. I'm glad everybody found their way on. So you can take your shoes off and get your mat or towel and a chair if you have one. We'll start the yoga practice in mountain pose. So with your feet hip width, outer edges of your feet parallel, spine upright, take a moment to sense into your roots as you listen to the sound of the bell. And as you breathe in, sweep the arms out and up, lengthening up the sides with the reach of the arm and feeling grounded through the legs and the feet. As you breathe out, open out the arms out and down. Breathing in, the arms come out and up. Lengthening up, feel that reach from your side ribs. And now, relax a little bit through your shoulders, letting your shoulder blades slide down a little bit. And imagine someone holding on to the inner edges of to your shoulder, to your upper arms, and pulling up. The shoulders on the next day a little more relaxed. Upward arms. As you breathe out, Open out the arms out and down. Breathing in. And breathing out. One more like that. No hurry. And out. This time, breathing in, take the arms out and up, lengthening up the sides. Breathe out, lighten the heels, hinge from the hips, and bend the legs as much as you'd like to feel comfortable, hanging the head. As you breathe in, lighten the heels, sweep the arms out and up. Breathe out, forward folding from the hips, softening the legs, staying easy and relaxed. So it feels really good. As you take the head down, let a little blood flow into the brain. On your next breath in, lighten the heels, sweep the arms out and up. Exploring the range of motion and breathing out, letting the head fall forward, letting gravity assist in letting a little blood flow into the brain. Breathing in, little inversion. And breathing out. If you're at all dizzy, just discontinue the forward folds. This time, breathing in, sweep the arms out and up. Breathe out, bend the legs, take your right arm forward, your left arm back, bending your knees and letting the open arms turn your upper back. From the backs of the shoulders, be aware. Almost like you're hugging a really big ball. As you breathe in, press out through the legs, reach up, passing an imaginary ball between your hands, bend the knees, so your tail is right underneath the crown of the head. You can look towards your back hand, breathing in, reaching up, passing an imaginary ball, but turning the torso from side to side. Elbows soft, there's like a little secret hint of a bend in your elbows. Maintaining that ease through the joints. We'll take one more each side. Aware of the breathing. This time, breathing in, reach up. Breathe out, lower the left arm, reach up and over with the right. Extend down into the right leg and foot, letting the left shoulder relaxed. Feel the soles of the feet grounded. The very tops of the legs draw back so you can press the floor away and elongate the spine in the side bend. Bringing the left chest forward. And as you breathe in, reach up for an imaginary something on the ceiling and breathe out, lowering the right arm. As you breathe in, take the left arm out. Breathe out, bring the left arm up. Breathe in, press down and reach up, stretching like taffy. And breathe out over to the right. Feeling rooted and grounded, and then pressing the floor away, elongating in the side stretch, lateral arc stretch. So consciously turning the spine, twisting, side bending, forward folding. Let's breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, lowering the left arm. So very distinct from Tai Chi. What they share is the ease, the relaxation, and the sense of being rooted. But we're playing with range of motion here and working to maintain a supple spine. So now soft legs, press the floor down. Hold the back of the waist. Take the elbows back and see if you can press out with the legs and lift from behind the heart. You can either keep your chin down to get that leverage of getting behind the heart, or you can let the head hang off the heart. But see that you're not just pushing the waist forward, that you're actively lifting from behind the heart. Open throat, easy breathing. And as you breathe in, lift from behind the heart. Breathe out. Last time, forward fold. Feel free to bend the legs, press out against the legs to maintain the length of the spine or lighten the heels. Bent legs, straight legs, you choose. Let the head fall forward. And let the head hang. This time, taking a moment or two here. Shoulders relax. It's like your shoulder girdle were a big baggy sweater that's falling over the arms to fall into a heap on the floor. The head dangling like a clapper on a bell, and your sense of more complete exhales, which is always relaxing for the nervous system. Now lighten the heels and either press against the legs or hold the sides of the waist. With your heels light, take the head and heart forward. Breathe in, start to come up. Breathe out all the way up. Take the legs apart. We'll take triangle pose. A few standing wide-legged poses. Turn your right foot, your heels lined up. Turn the right foot out and the left foot in. The back foot turned in 10 to 30 degrees, and use the outer edge of the back foot and the ball of your front foot to roll your belly over the right leg. So the knee tracks, and you're turning that leg out from the very top of the leg. Now press out with the legs and reach up with the right arm so you get as much length through the spine as you can. Breathe in and breathe out, hinge out. When you've gotten all your length, put your hand against your leg and press out against the leg to get that length again through your spine. Nod the head so your neck lines up. That's the part of your spine that's not supported here unless you use the core and the press of the legs. The belly rolls down. The shoulders lean back out over that leg and the ribs revolve from right to left, drawing up from your left elbow. Open, you've got that sense again that your left arm is hugging a very big ball, the left side of a very big ball, and that helps you to bring the back of the left shoulder back. The left front ribs drop back. Your back right ribs drop down. Stay really grounded in the legs and the feet, and find the ease of the breath again. Shoulders relaxed. Now lighten that bottom hand and breathe in, start to come up. It's like your atlas holding the bottom of the world. Breathe out all the way up. Relax shoulders. Hold the sides of the waist and turn the feet to the left. Spread the toes. And again, outer edge of the back foot, ball of the front foot, rolling the belly over the left leg. Draw energy up the legs like you're sucking water up straws. Reach the left arm out to get length. Breathe in, breathe out, hinge out. And then second way of getting length, just push out against wherever you are. You might avoid the knee. Lean the shoulders back out over that leg and allow the belly to roll down. Turn the ribs up and take the right arm up. Stay in the legs and the feet, actively pressing the floor away to drive length through the spine, and then using this outstretched arm position to pinwheel the heart towards the ceiling. And breathing, releasing the body, letting it be breathed, finding stability and relaxation in the pose. Now lighten that bottom hand. What do you have to do to get internally organized for that? As you breathe in, start to come up. Breathe out all the way up. Check that the shoulders are relaxed, that the arms really do feel like spark plugs of the heart. And then hold the sides and turn the feet. This time, warrior two pose. A lot like drawing the bow if you stayed for the Tai Chi class before this. So bend the right leg, stopping the knee over the heel, and making sure you can see your middle toe. Push a little weight into the back foot and lean in from the very top of the leg, pulling up an imaginary zipper through the hip flexor and extending through that leg. As you open out your arms, just like triangle pose, The belly rolls towards the right leg, but the ribs roll to the left until you can open out the inner edge of the left shoulder blade away from the spine. So you're really grounded. It's like your upper body doesn't know that your legs are doing different things. And now from that centered, grounded place, push weight into your back foot and turn to look out over the right arm, out over the right fingertips, towards your focus. Belly rolls right, ribs roll left. Easy breathing. As you breathe in, start to straighten your leg. Breathe out, straighten all the way. Hold the sides and turn the feet to the left, second side. Spread the toes. Bend the left knee, stopping the knee over the heel, like you're standing from the knee down and leaning in from the very top of the leg, again, pulling up. It's like you could make a little space right here at the very top of the leg, right at the side of the hip. Push weight into that back foot, and as your belly rolls left, open out the arms and open the right cover of a book. So you open the right side. Pushing weight into that back foot, sigh, open the tops of the shoulders away from the sides of the neck and look over the left hand. Extending through that back leg and finding that grounded, stable place from which you can feel the ease of your upper body. If you had a second set of arms, they'd be reaching up overhead. You have that same lift through your sides. As you breathe in, start to straighten. Breathe out, straighten all the way. Hold the sides, turn the feet right. We'll take warrior one pose. Bend the right knee and step your back foot closer to the left side of the mat. You can have your feet hip width if you like. Right foot to the right, left foot to the left. And from the outer edge of your back foot and the ball of your front foot, roll the belly over the right leg. So since your left leg is behind you, you've got to work a little extra to bring the left side forward. See if you can take your arms out to the sides and bring that left side forward. Now turn your palms to face up and reach up to the sides of the head, turning your palms forward, bend the front knee, push weight into the back foot, and now make cactus arms out of your arms. Elbows out to the sides, inner wrists over your elbows, and see if you can pull back from your forearms, press off that back leg, bring your heart forward. And now throw up some confetti so you feel the drive of that back leg connecting to the lift from behind the heart. Maybe opening back a little bit, but really connected to the press of that back leg. And when you're in your back bend, bring that whole left side forward again, looking down towards your nose to keep your forehead and eyes relaxed. As you breathe in, start to straighten your front leg. Breathe out, straighten all the way. Hold the sides and turn the feet. Right foot turns in, left foot turns out. Bend the left leg and step your back foot closer to the right side of the mat. Using the ball of the front foot, outer edge of your back foot, roll the belly over the left leg. Bend the left knee. Push weight into that back foot. Arms come out. Bring that right chest forward. Turn your palms up and reach up. And then turn your palms forward and press out from behind your heart. You choose. If open arms helps you get behind your heart more, soften your elbows, let them sink. Maybe you extend your arms. Whatever helps you lift your sides and use the press of that back leg to lift from behind your heart, that dead zone that gets hunched as we age. As you breathe in, start to straighten. Breathe out, straighten all the way. Hold on to the sides and turn the feet forward. Line up the feet so the outer edges of your feet are parallel to one another, maybe a little closer in than they were before. Take the thumbs to those flat bones on your lower back. Take the elbows back and draw the thumbs down. Breathe in, lift from your belly. Breathe out, hinge out from the hips. Soften the legs as you like. Take the hands down, and if you can't reach, bend the knees and keep your hands above the knees. Let the head drop, or the hands come down. Some of you will use the press of the hands to bring the chest towards the legs. But the breathing is easy again, and the exhales start to lengthen, which is a great practice for anyone with asthma. This is called spread feet pose. Let's lighten the heels, hold on to the sides, and breathe in. Take the head and the heart forward. Feel free to bend the legs or press out against the legs. Breathe out, come all the way up. Walk the feet in. Okay, and we'll take a balance that's seated today. Actually, no, we won't, just in case some of you are working with chairs. So we'll take tree pose today. So if you have a chair, put your hand against the chair so you have something to stabilize you. And if you're working without a chair, shift the weight onto one leg, and once you ground the weight, draw back up from the very top of the leg. So you feel that upward flowing energy that helps you to float a foot off the floor. And then see if you can pull that knee up. But as you do, take the very top of your standing leg back until your standing leg feels like it does when you're standing in a really good mountain pose. Then you can turn that raised leg out and put it against the standing leg, but you keep on checking in with that standing leg to see that it doesn't buckle. And some of you will hold the foot and pull that foot up. And then see if you can even your sides again, bringing the palms together. And again, letting the breathing just stabilize and show you the way towards ease and flow. Gaze is steady at one spot. And taking the arms up. Palms can be open or closed. Again, the arms are simply tools to help you to manipulate the spine, in this case, elongating the spine. So open or closed as you choose. And sensing how that energetically changes the experience of the pose as compared to when the palms are in front of the heart. And slowly lowering the pressed palms. And lowering the raised leg. Spread the toes of the other foot. And again, pour the weight into that leg and draw the energy back up to where you can float your other foot up off the floor, and you're checking that that leg isn't buckling. So even though one leg is raised, it draws all the attention. Take your energy and your attention to the standing leg, that it doesn't buckle. So taking the very bottom of your pelvis back and the top forward to stick that standing leg. Then turning the knee to the side, and you choose either bringing the foot in or holding on to the foot and bringing it in. Like a low-hanging limb of a tree, take the outer hip of your standing leg towards your raised knee and bring the palms together. And again, just get easy and relaxed, sensing the float of the pose. And then playing with elongating the spine to sense into how that feels differently. Again, you have that image of taking a big baggy sweater and throwing it up overhead. And at some point, bringing the palms together and lowering lowering them down in front of the heart, and lowering the raised leg. Okay, we'll take a twist. So either sitting in your chair with the feet hip width and the heels directly under the knees, where you take one hand to the outer knee, one hand to the chair back with the elbow dropped, getting grounded in the seat and the feet, and then sending that upward flowing energy right through the crown of the head and turning, using the pull of the back hand and the press against the knee. So you'll take that on both sides. Those of you coming right to the floor, we'll take the twist we've been taking, Marichi's twist. So bend the right leg, bringing the heel back, extending the left leg forward, flexing that foot. Push down with the hands and see if you can find that lift behind the heart again. Pressing the back of the extended leg's knee down. Now, bring the right hand straight back behind you. Right knee is bent. Left arm comes up. And use all limbs to get as much length through your spine as you can. Breathe in, breathe out. Hug the knee, turning your belly towards your leg, or hook the arm over. And if your arm is hooked over in what's called a locker, you push the knee into the arm to turn back. Walking the back hand back and feeling everything on the ground. Send some upward flowing energy up the length of the spine. Breathing into the twist now, letting everything relax and soften. Again, finding that effortless flow. And release. Extend the right leg forward. Bend the left leg. If you're in the chair, taking the same thing you did on the first side, switch the interlace of the fingers, hug the shin, and lift up. I guess on the other side, we didn't interlace the fingers, but you can push the floor down same way. Everything to get light. Right arm up. Breathe in, lift from your belly, and breathe out, hug or hook over. But if you hook, don't let your arm boss the knee. Push the knee into the arm. Press the back of your right knee down and walk the back hand back. And from a very grounded place, find that upward flowing energy again, up the length of the spine. Then letting the belly and chest expand and release in the twist to massage and stimulate all the belly organs. And you're waking up all the spinal nerves, keeping those discs between the vertebrae nice and plump. And release. Okay, so if you have a chair, you can place it at the foot end of your mat. Sit sideways to the front chair legs and swing your lower legs up. So you can rest your lower legs on the chair seat, holding the front legs of the chair. You can also take a moment or two to float the legs up. If you want a little support for your back, take your hands under the tip of the tail. And if your legs don't want to straighten here, just keep the thighs straight up. A little blood flow down from the feet to pool in the pelvis. Inverting the flow of fluids in your lower legs, your lower limbs, your feet. And then drawing the knees in, giving them a squeeze. And letting your lower legs drop onto the chair seat. Letting the arms roll out, take a relaxation. Or for those who'd like, move your chair to the side and lay flat. You choose. Whatever your relaxation position is, commit to it, a place you can stay feeling comfortable, stable, and supported for a few minutes here. Allow the eyes to close or simply soften the gaze, looking at one spot on the ceiling. Whether the lids are open or closed, the eyes are soft, and you can notice what the eyes are seeing. Feel the fingertips relaxed. The jaw relaxed. The belly relaxed. Allow the breath to flow freely. That easy flow that maintains balance within and without. See if you can simply take guidance by letting go and allowing to simply watching, witnessing that intelligence. Allowing its pace and ease to inform a way of being. See if you can notice which side of your nose.
Your video has gone away, Debbie.
Oh. See if you can notice which side of your nose you're breathing through more. And roll over to that side. And slowly press up to sit. Right, I hope you all enjoyed the Tai Chi and or yoga. Great to see you, or not see you, but great to have you here today. Again, this has been the Integrative Psychiatry and Wellness Program from MHealth Fairview. And hope we'll see you again next week.